Namaste, it's the Spiritual Daywalker, hashtag Schrödinger's cards, with the reading for the next full moon phase from the 16th, 17th of April until the night to the 1st of May. I don't do love readings. If love comes up in a reading, that's totally on you, because it's a reflection of your energy. It's quantum entanglement. So your expectation kind of steers the reading. It's what the universe wants you to know, what it wants to reflect back to you, so you'll be prepared for whatever your soul's journey is and the energies you're moving into. So let's get right into it. Oh, Cancer, you've been waiting for this Libra full moon so desperately. I know I was. I'm a Cancer myself. I'm trying not to let it bleed into the reading, but I know you already got a lot of Libras in your surrounding, right? Because Libras always, like, they balance you out. They make you feel heard and understood. And that's a beautiful sign for a Cancer to be around, right? But with this Libra full moon, you learn how to hear yourself, rather, right? How to hear yourself, listen to yourself even more, and balance yourself. That's so freaking beautiful. There's a lot of stuff you're gonna let go of. Let's see what the what the overall energy for the reading is. That King of Wands. Yeah, finally some masculine fire energy progressing you, right? Propelling you into what you actually want to do, what you deserve. Let's see. So the energy you're coming from is dealing with that Tower moment. Like the universe shoved you into some realizations or some changes, right? Because the Tower is a change that is coming from without, that you can't do nothing about. It can be a change within, but it very much feels like it's forced upon you. And you've been dealing with this, you're moving out of this. That's very freaking beautiful. It propelled you in, well, that Knight of Cups energy reversed right now. Well, yeah, working with your emotions, right? Working with, well, what your emotional needs, basically. Because it's a masculine energy. It's like, no, I want to feel cherished. Man. Right? And since it's on its head, it's being a little petty about it, because I know, right, well, we Cancers tend to be like that. But that's cool, right? It is, it's a little stubbornness in here, but it's also very honest with how you feel about stuff. That's a good thing. And what we're moving into right here is Three of Cups reversed. Well, we're basically choosing our company wisely, right? So it is about changing our, well, our emotional environment, right? Changing the waters we inhabit, we flow through, whatever, right? We'll see in the clarifications if it's about a move or just about setting some boundaries. Could be. For a Cancer is a lot of boundary setting, but probably, well, since it's about balance and relationship, yeah, it makes a lot of sense that the Three of Cups in reverse is like changing your sense of community, or changing your community, actually. That could be it. Making some decisions about what you need from a community and what you don't need and won't accept from a community. What I heard recently was the sentence, if it's not a fuck yes, it's a fuck no. And that's such a Cancer thing to say, actually. It's like the realization, like, if you don't accept me with all the ups and downs and all the emotionality and sensitivity I represent as the cardinal water sign, right, then fuck no, right? Then being with you is not my obligation. And that's quite interesting. And let's see what the clarifications show. Yeah, finally the World card is like, we're closing out that cycle, right? And this is in the past, so we've let that go, basically, moving into something different now. Working with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Damn it. This is like, how do we actually achieve this stability in our reality, in our world? We're trying to figure that out. We're trying to really figure out what we need to feel safe and to feel heard and nurtured, right? And since it's a Cancer, like, yeah, it has to do a little with wealth, because wealth has to do with security, feeling of security, right, in this reality. But for us, it's probably about the feeling of being nurtured, being understood, right? And also, since it's a 9 of Pentacles and not the 10, it's feeling heard by yourself, right? It's rather the feeling you have with yourself and within yourself, the feeling of home in your shell. That's quite interesting. 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords could be a move, right? Could be moving on to, well, calmer shores, or rather just, you know, a little leap of faith, right? So you're crossing a very dangerous bridge right there, and a bridge that is made out of mindset, right? So what does that mean? Well, we're hanging in there, right? But we have good arguments for what we do, and leaving this community onto a different and maybe unknown place, it's not coming from nothing. We have good arguments for what we're trying to achieve here, right? And our arguments are that our emotions are not fulfilled and it's not working out the way it is right now, right? So that's cool. Finally we get it going, we get it moving. Coming from the Page of Wands, yeah, that's struggling with a new beginning in passion, finding out what that passion is and how to manifest it, or learning how to manifest. I wouldn't be surprised if a magician comes up here, but right now it's about making a decision. 2 of Pentacles, right now is making a decision what you value most, what brings you the most fulfillment, because this is what's gonna propel you into action and build a new foundation for this 9 of Pentacles in reverse right here. Yeah, very nice. There's the Lover's card. There's the commitment we make when we make that decision right there. Yeah. So coming from that passionate impulse, having to make a decision about how we progress in our reality with the 2 of Pentacles, and then just sticking to it. Because when a Cancer loves, he loves with everything he's got, not only his heart, but every freaking body cell. And that's the commitment we make. It's like, we just got to make that commitment because we feel so good in it, having this commitment. And the Lover's card doesn't have to be a relationship. It's rather a relationship with whatever decision we made here, we're making right now in the present. In the future, we're going to feel real good with that decision, having made that decision. And because we love being committed. That's the funny thing about a Cancer, is like we're so proud of being, well, trustworthy and just sticking to stuff and like being in it with our hearts, right? That's so beautiful. So just this making that decision kind of part, that's the hard part, right? Because you don't want to disappoint no one, rather yourself, but no one else, right? Never mind, we're in that King of Wands energy, right? That's the overarching theme, so we're pulling through this. So last card to clarify this is the Empress. In the past, gave us a quite clear insight of what we truly desire. The question is if we're able to move with this, and that Knight of Cups, like since this masculine energy is reversed, we're still struggling with putting that into action, struggling with making that decision progressively, right? So we have the feminine impulse of like, yeah, actually we know what we feel best about, but then you don't want to hurt people, right? You want to be committed to everything else you committed already, right? But there is that decision to be made, and there is the clarity. The Ace of Swords is the clarity, the truth we won't accept since it's on its head, the truth that we won't really accept about what is actually fulfilling us, actually giving us that sense of stability. But it is there, right? It is there, and we're gonna stabilize our energies around it, because that Libra full moon, it is about coming to completion, balancing it out, and then making that decision, right? Or being able to make that decision and move into that Lover's energy. Yeah, we're working with our values right there. Hierophant is redefining our values, but also with the Empress, it is about the inner knowing. It is about listening to our intuition. And for a Cancer, the intuition is very much emotionally guided, right? So for all of the signs, like for Cancer and maybe Pisces and whatever, all the water signs, it's like the way your intuition guides you is making it feel shitty, right? If it feels shitty, or making it feel real good, right? Yeah, we can indulge in feelings and whatever, but usually is a perfect guide to where we feel most home. Where we feel most home, this is where we can have a base to grow from, right? So the Hierophant, it is about that, accepting that inner truth. Like the Empress is the intuition, and the Hierophant is basically the intuitive decision for going with that. That's a little like struggling a little with that, but the Cancer, like he's committing to something outside of himself to be able to build a new a set of morals around it. And what's going to help with that? Well, it's all clarifying the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is taking your emotionality to the next level and filling your reality with different set of people, basically, or a different set of, well, a different base for love, right? For love and compassion, right? The moment you stop hating yourself, you're gonna surround yourself with people that are not teasing you, right? But rather, well, love you in a way. Like teasing can be love, right? But most people don't know what it does to a Cancer to be teased, because it's not a good feeling. We're playing it down, but it always hurts, right? And the moment we realize we don't have to go through this shit, we're not putting up with it anymore. That's the Cancer stepping back into his power, right? There's some truth about ourselves we have to accept, about what we find really stabilizing, like that we are so freaking emotional and overly emotional in some sense, but it's the way we work, and that's cool, right? And if a new commitment is gonna give us the energy to pull through with that, whatever it is that is working inside us, that's a good thing. That's a good way to go about it. And never forget, this is all clarifying that King of Wands right here. And the King of Wands, he's going to propel us into action. Yeah, he's trying to keep it all together. That's like a downside of it, right? Trying to be all in control of something that is not controllable, right? But nevertheless, it's a masculine fire energy that is propelling you into action. And yeah, there's some major arcana waiting for us that is very freaking beautiful. Like the Lovers and the Hierophant, right here. The Lovers and the Hierophant. A move is coming, right? Like moving to a different place, maybe. Yeah, I feel it. That's exactly what's waiting for me also. And it feels like it's cool. It's all on schedule, all in divine timing. Perfect, perfect, guys. Just trust yourself and dare to walk the walk. Not only talk the talk, and then you'll be fine, man. It's going to be a very bright future, a new beginning, and a new feeling within yourself about yourself. Coming to terms with yourself. Very freaking beautiful. Thank you, Cancer. So that's that. I hope you found it enlightening or inspiring. Maybe just entertaining. That's what it's here for. If you want to follow me around on Bali, check at the Spiritual Daywalker on Instagram. I do on TikTok a card of the day every day, and my early reflections where I reflect on my spiritual journey right here on Bali. And yeah, if you like my style or have any like wishes or whatever, hit me up in the comments below. Send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, see you next new moon.